So good evening, good evening, good evening. We're back again. Tuesday antics, a little bit later than usual. Apologies, I overrun with Terry. How are you, Rance? How was your weekend, mate?
Yeah, sweet, bruv. Can't complain. All good, man. All good. Another 3 points. So yes, all good, bro.
Rashford bullet header as well, man. Mate, what a goal. I can't lie, yeah. The cross was sick. Yeah, what a cross. But the header, bro, that was like prime Shearer.
That was a
real
bullet,
talk.
bruv. That was an absolute bullet like that. Like, yeah, Rashford won't score too many of those in his career, bruv. Like, ridiculous. Yeah.
That was his 100th goal for United, right?
That's what I mean. And you don't get many headers. So, do you know what I mean? I remember he got a header on his debut against Arsenal. But other than that, he don't really score too many headers, bro. You know what I mean? So, nah, it was sick. It was sick for him to get a header, sick for us to get a win. Yeah, well fought victory, bruv, and 1 point off top four with a game in hand. Decent. It's not bad.
Yeah, you've turned it right around as well. And listen, I watched the game while I was doing my fan cams. I had it on a separate screen. David De Gea masterclass, by the way. Like I think that guy took it personally that he's not getting called up to Spain national team. Yeah, because
he made a couple mad saves.
The one right at the end as well. Mate, on another day, they could have probably had 3 or 4 goals, but he was literally, that was one of the best performances he's had in a long, long time, man.
Yeah, for sure.
It's come at the right time as well because Man United are flying. Yeah, and if you hadn't have had that performance from him, you probably would have lost that game. And then it's, oh, we're back again. Oh, we're falling back. Blah, blah, blah. But the fact that he had such a good performance will give him confidence. Your backline kept a clean sheet as well as him. And that'll give them confidence. And then you go into your next game full of beans, full of sauce, and flying up the table. And like you said, you're 1 point off top 4 with a game in hand.
But the thing is with the David De Gea performance, it's like, bro, for so many weeks, yeah, we've won well, yeah, and not needed him, bruv. You know, like that. So, like, we needed him in that game at them times, and he made them saves. But for the majority of the games, we haven't really needed him because we played well, we've won well. Do you know what I mean? So for me, like, it was good that he came up with the goods when we needed him. Do you know what I mean? Because he hasn't been called upon too regularly in quite a while, to be honest. So, like, it's pretty sick. It's pretty sick that he put in the performance he did, but he wasn't the only one. Dallo was quality again. The Sandro was quality again. Casemiro was quality again. Do you know what I'm saying? So, nah, man, we're starting to get a decent rhythm now, man. So, like, I'm happy.
When I see the starting 11, I was like, oh, that's a bit iffy.
It was rotten, bruv. It was rotten. I'll be honest. It was rotten, bruv. When I saw Bruno, Ronaldo, Alanga and Maguire, I thought, fuck me, bruv. If we get a win here, do you know what I mean? Because that had draw written all over it with that lineup. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And to get the W, sick, bruv, because that lineup was poor.
Where were all your players? Like, because
Anthony injured, Lindelof ill, Martial is in training but not fit enough to be in the squad. Yeah. I think,
that's your bench for that game. That bench is stinky, man. That's
bro.
As bad as Arsenal's bench.
It was horrible. And then I think Donny's just coming back from injury, and Fred was on the bench. So that was it, really, man. That was it, really. But hopefully I don't see a lineup like that again in a long time, bro, because it was horrible.
Yeah, it's not good. I can't lie. I mean, he like seeing Harry Maguire on the pitch. Yeah, as soon as I see Maguire, my chat was lighting up, going, Maguire's starting for United. I was like, yo, let me check this starting 11. And I see what Ronaldo, sure, Maguire. I was like, oh my God, Alanga. Yeah, I when I see that, because I predicted you to win. Yeah, but when I see that, I was like, this could get a bit sticky for United today. And then when I put the game on, it was just West Ham and like having shot after shot after shot. Yeah, like nothing really dangerous, but some of the saves in that second half when they turned it up a little bit, bruv. Yeah, real talk. That was one of the best goalkeeping performances I've seen in a long time. Not just from in the league. Yeah,
he made some top saves, bro. Do you know what I mean? And at crucial times as well, because it was towards the end of the game.
And that's the thing. When you're winning 1-0, the natural reaction is to drop deeper and deeper and deeper, and then they suffocate you and come forward and forward and forward. Yeah, but yeah, mate, you did well with that team. I can't lie, because I didn't think when I see that 11 that you'd win. Yeah, and you know, West Ham, although they're not having a great season, they are very dangerous at times. Now they've got some very good players that can hurt you. And Declan Rice, again, man, I think that guy's way too good for West Ham. That's a player that you could go and get. Real talk.
Yeah, but I don't want him for the money that he'll cost, though.
Yeah, but bro, it ain't your dough, innit?
Like, I know, but it's like, like for me, he's not that good, bruv. Like he's good, but he's not that good. As in, like Declan Rice is a 60 million pound player, in it. Like he's gonna cost 85, 90 million, bruv.
maybe
And
even 100.
exactly, like West Ham captain and that 100 million. Fuck that. Don't want him.
English
No,
tax.
not for that. No way, bruv. He can go somewhere else. Go play for some mugs, bruv. Because hey, we can't be paying that money for him, bro. Do you know what I mean? And the thing is, every signing our manager's made right now has been a success. So I'm not really trying to do the Declan Rice thing, bro. I don't think Declan Rice is even. I don't even think he's required, man. The manager's got a certain way of playing. He knows what kind of footballers he wants, and yeah, man. I'm happy to go foreign, to be honest, because that's what we've done with the manager so far, and it's worked, bruv. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm trying to get rid of this English spine at the club anyway. That's the first thing the manager really done. Get rid of the English British spine. No more McTominay, Maguire starting. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we need to get that. We need to get that shit out of there, bro. But yeah, not for me, Declan Rice, man. He can go Chelsea, bruv.
Chelsea, Liverpool could do with him because they're
Liverpool can't afford him, bro.
No, they can't. They can't afford him. But it's a player that they should be looking at. They wasted 85 million on a donkey up front. They should have done 85 million on him in midfield instead.
Yeah, they should have done 85 million on a midfielder, period. Do you know what I mean? They got Arta for free, spent all their money on Nunes, bro. You know what I mean? So yeah, they're done out here, bro. And yeah, we do have Casemiro, but to be fair, Declan Rice is not a number 6, innit? He's a box to box. But he's not better. But he's not better than Eriksen, bro. Not for me, innit? So
Eriksen's class, mate. And that was probably the best signing you've made for me. Like,
yeah, because it was a free signing as well.
It's a free signing. It's guaranteed creative play, guaranteed like up and down the pitch. Experience, you can't buy that. Yeah, and he's a very clever footballer, and he gives you an outlet in terms of free kicks and stuff like that as well, and set pieces. He's a quality player, man. Yeah, and we can see that with a cross. Like that cross, mate. Like if Trent
it's crazy on the half volley to whip that in like that.
Bro, Trent should be watching compilations on how to cross. He should just sit and watch Eriksen, mate. Yeah, because like, real talk. He should sit and watch Eriksen cross a ball. That guy. There's not many players in the league that can cross a ball. Yeah, Eriksen is one of them.
Yeah, with both feet. Like Eriksen can cross.
Look.
Yeah, if Eriksen had a proper like centre forward, if he had Haaland to hit, bruv, crazy.
Yeah, could you imagine? All my days. Yeah, all my days. Yeah, it'd be mad. But yeah, man. Somebody put a comment in a second ago saying Ronaldo occupying Bruno's space. Big up for everyone dropping super chats in as well. Appreciate it. Smash the likes up, people. Bruno and Ronaldo will always occupy the same space because they both want to be the heroes, isn't it? Like they both want to score the goals. I see a chance that Ronaldo had in his left foot. He should have squared it. You would have had a tap in. He shanked it wide.
Shanked it. He's been doing that though, Lee. He's been doing that. He's awful, bro. I know what's funny, yeah. Sancho's been getting absolutely cooked everywhere, yeah. Someone sent me a compilation of Jadon Sancho, bro. And you know the amount of passes he played through to Ronaldo, and Ronaldo was missing like from like 5 yards out, bro. Ronaldo owes him at least 3 assists, you know. And I didn't even clock. Do you know what I mean? I was watching the compilation. I was thinking, bruv, how many chances is Ronaldo actually missed? There was even one where Ronaldo rounded the goalie and missed. Like, do you know what I mean? And I was like, hold on, bro. Like he's worse than people actually realize, you know. He's so bad. And the thing is, it's like people say, oh, he's such a good finisher and he's got all this elite movement. But if that's the case, just play up front, stay up front, and just be in the box, bruv, and don't move. But he drops deep and tries to get involved in the link-up play and all of these things. And he ain't got that in his locker. So I don't know why he keeps dropping deep and getting in people's way.
He thinks he's better than he is. That's why. And he's got this arrogance about him that he's actually a great footballer. Yeah. And you know, Granit Xhaka used to have that. He's stopped doing that so much this season. And maybe that's because we've moved him way away from our goal. Yeah. And he's better facing the opposite goal than he is facing our goal.
For sure.
But he had this when he was in his own half, Granit Xhaka, that, oh, I'm Pirlo. I can play past anyone. I can do the glory ball. I can do this. You can't. Now he's moved further forward and he's not a danger in our own half and he's actually making stuff happen in the other half. He actually looks like he's playing like Pirlo. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously he's not as good as him, but he's now gone away from being that liability because we've adapted his position. The problem is Ronaldo's too far gone to adapt anything. Yeah. And he's still thinking that he's the 2009 Ronaldo. Yeah, because he can't let it go that his career's done. Like, so he wants to be involved, and because he's not getting so many goals anymore, he now wants to have as many touches and look like, oh, I can do a little flick.
That's exactly what it is. He just wants to have loads of touches, bro. Like, and he's coming doing little back heels and stuff, and they're rubbish. Like, there's no point. Like, just stay up front, like, be a nuisance, yeah, and be there for when the ball gets put in the box. But he never does. Do you know what I mean? So, he's a massive problem at the club. Hopefully, he's a problem that we get rid of. That problem's eradicated in January. I pray, because if we get rid of him in January, that it's massive. It's massive.
Do you think you will, though? I don't think he's down in January.
I think so. I think we can fuck him off and go and get Cody Akpo from PSV.
Mate, he played very well against us the other week, last week. So did that Xavi Simons. Like, he had our fucking defense on strings.
Bro, he looks all right, you know. Like, I've seen
funny, right? I was sitting on the watch along because Arsenal fans have had their pants around their ankles for Gakpo for time, yeah. And I'm like, none of you lot watch Dutch football. Like, stop chatting shit. You don't even watch French football, let alone Dutch football, right? So they're all sitting there moist on the home game, not last week, the week before. And Gakpo dropped a disaster class, yeah. And
they were saying he was shit, innit?
See the Xavi Simons guy. I was like, who is this little fucker with Xavi on the back, yeah? I was like, how dare you have Xavi's name on the back of your shirt? I don't care if it's your name, yeah? So then last week, he put an absolute masterclass in, scored one of the greatest disallowed goals you'll ever see. Yeah? And I was like, do you know what? I'll take it back. That guy's a baller.
Bro,
you still think he's fucking overrated?
He looks sick, bro. Do you know what I mean? And
he was quality, mate. Quality.
And the thing is, yeah,
disallowed was mad, mate. Literally, fucking. It was like watching Messi.
But you're a baller. See the thing with Cody. You know what's funny? Yeah, I watched him for the Netherlands bare times. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know who he played for, bro. Because Louis van Gaal was just playing all the young players, innit? And he played up front. Do you know what I mean? He played up front for the Netherlands. Like, all the times I watched him play. And he scored a few bangers. And I was thinking, yo, this kid's decent. But man didn't know nothing about him, innit? And then I see Man United get linked with him. Then I started watching him. And I was thinking, he's all right. Like, he looks better for Holland. He don't look amazing for PSV. But the thing is with this guy, yeah, he's got such good fundamentals that, like, I can see that he will improve in it. And he's a good athlete. And in today's game, if you got decent fundamentals and you're a good athlete, then a good coach can kind of work with you in it, because it's about the system. So if he can do it for the Dutch national team, then he could do it for Man United. So, and he only costs like 45 million euros or something like that. So I think it's a very safe signing. You go and buy him, you know what you're going to get.
Yeah, man. Yeah, listen, 45 million in this market is pretty cheap for a player that's what, 22, 23?
Yeah,
that's not too bad, man. It's not too bad.
Go get him. I like him still.
Did you watch the Arsenal game or see any of the highlights of the game?
Yeah. You don't cook them up.
Is now saving us a fortune in January, bro, because like top gooners have now got their pants around their ankles. Oh,
boy, Nelson's first goal, bro. He sat man down on the floor, bro. Like,
mate,
that was mad.
Bench, and I was like, "Rah, Reece is alive." This was the next Raheem Sterling, according to
he's a baller, though.
Reece is a good player. He's a very good player. The problem is he's always injured, right? And
is that what it is? Because I was thinking what happened.
Bro, he's only 22 or 23. Still a kid, really. Yeah, but he's never had a consistent run of games anywhere he's been. Even when he went to Holland last season, he was out injured. Like, it's like everywhere he's been, he just gets injured. I think he's had about 12 injuries in the last 3 years. Like, it's mad. But he is a very good player. And in the academy, I think he used to play number 10. Yeah, but he can play off the right and off the left. Yeah, and it was like, Saka's finally been taken off after 12 minutes of being on the pitch with a fucking injury. I was fuming. Yeah, I was like, he don't want the ball.
It was coming though.
Huh?
It was coming though. That guy plays like 100 fucking. The guy plays 100 games a season, bruv. It was always going to happen, innit?
But the narrative that's being pushed by our fans and by journalists, yeah, one of these journalists has sat there and said, I take a look at the 16 fouls on Bukayo Saka this season. Yeah, we need to give him more protection, our fans. What? Yeah, so I just did a show with Terry. Yeah, James Maddison gets fouled twice more a game than him. Zaha gets fouled 3 times more a game than him.
Yeah.
Like Jesus gets fouled double the amount of times per game than
Yeah,
him.
100%. But
the
Jesus
narrative
goes
now is
down like fucking with anything, though, to be fair. But I hear you.
he goes down like a fucking chick in the favelas, bruv. Like real talk.
He does, bro. Listen, if you cough on that guy, he's gone, innit? But it's one of them ones where there's a lot of more players that get fouled more than Saka, bro. I don't think Saka's being targeted if that's what they're trying to say, innit?
Yeah,
like,
that's the narrative. The
he's not
FA
that kind
and
of player.
the
Like,
Premier League need to protect him because it's going to be a big miss for England and Arsenal if he gets injured. And, you know, it's not fair. He's being targeted. It's not so much the fact it's fouls, it's they're not getting booked or red carded. And like, shut up. How about sort your diving out before worrying about fucking him getting bookings against him? Like, stop diving, mate. Yeah, how about that?
Yeah.
Like, none of these fans sit there when Jesus should have had 4 yellow cards against Tottenham and got none. Yeah, none of them are sitting there like, moaning about, are they?
No, but it's true though, innit? But I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. They try to make victims out of people. Like, Saka's not a victim. When I think of players that get kicked around, I saw even Man City game, Grealish got absolutely like hatcheted like so many times, no yellow cards. And I'm thinking, fuck me, bro. What's it gonna take? Do you know what I mean? You have to break man's leg to get booked or something like that. I think some of the decisions I've seen fucking diabolical, innit? But like watching Arsenal, I wouldn't say that people are kicking Saka like that, man. It's not that, innit?
I know, fact. I totally agree, mate. It's like the thing is, we played against a team that are relegation fodder. They're not going to just stand back and let us play our passes. It's a physical game. It's a contact sport. Yeah, even though they're trying to dilute it, and it's majorly diluted compared to the 90s and that. Yeah, it's still a contact sport. Yeah, sometimes you are going to mistime a tackle. Sometimes you are going to have to be a bit snide and pull a shirt and trip somebody to take one for the team. You're going to have to do that sometimes.
Yeah,
like he's not being targeted. Like Kevin De Bruyne, Grealish, Neymar. Zaha, they're all getting fouled more than him, like every single season. Grealish and Neymar and Messi, I think, are the top 3 in the last 5 years for most fouls against them. So I don't see anyone else. Mohamed Salah gets fucking kicked left, right, and centre. I ain't seen Liverpool fans crying about it. It's mad. But this is what we do, man. But yeah, Reece Nelson, man, came off the bench, scored 2 goals in 3 minutes in the second half, and then set up Thomas Partey with an absolute banger. Like, I couldn't believe it went in. Normally they fly out the stadium. Like,
neither could he, bruv. Do you know what I mean? But I rate him for keeping on trying. You get me? It was similar to the Spurs one. It's like if you keep trying, sooner or later they're gonna go in it. Like, and that's the thing. Like that guy, most of the time it's over the bar, innit? You don't really have no control over it. But when it goes in, it's a screamer. He's got 2 goal of the fucking season contenders in one season.
Yeah.
He's got 2, bruv. Mad.
Both in the exact same spot in the goal as well. Literally, no keeper in the world saves them. Either of them. Brilliant goals, man. But we were quality. We were absolutely quality, man. And I'm happy for Martinelli because he's got a goal, and I love watching Martinelli play. Do you know the thing that peed me off though? There was 2 things: the fact he kept Saka on the pitch for so long when he was clearly injured, and the fact that when we made the round of substitutions, he brought on Cedric Suarez and played him left back and left Tierney on the bench, and then brought Tierney on after that. And I'm like, you're playing Tommy Asu over Tierney, you bring Cedric on over Tierney, and if
do you think something's happened there?
I don't think he rates him, mate. Yeah, because if you look at Tierney and then you look at Arsenal,
did he not sign Tierney though, or was Tierney there before?
No, Emery bought him.
What? So that means Tierney's been at Arsenal for what? That long? Nearly 5 seasons?
4 years, yeah.
Fucking hell.
I think he signed a new contract as well. So he's been there a while, man. And this is the thing: if you look at how we play with inverted fullbacks, right? Tierney's not an inverted fullback, never has been, never will be. Yeah, he's a get down the wing, hug that touchline, overlap, and whip a ball in. That's the type of player he is. Yes, he can come inside and be inverted, but it's very, very rare that he'll do that. So he's playing Tomiyasu left back as an inverted left back who's right-footed. So I kind of see why he's putting him there, because he's going to come inside and he's more comfortable passing the ball with his right foot inside left, yeah? So I kind of get it. But defensively, Tierney's our best left back, yeah? And offensively, if you want balls into the box, he's our best left back. So, like I said in my chat the other day, I said, if I'm Kieran Tierney, I'm leaving in January, mate. Like, real talk,
100%.
I'm now 3rd or 4th choice left back, and I'm the best left back in the club, one of the best in the league. Yeah, if I'm in, I'm tapping my agent up and saying, yo, I want to go Newcastle or somewhere.
Yeah, it's a system thing, innit? Like, if he goes Newcastle, he's laughing, bro. Like, him and Trippier are as fullbacks, calm. Because the way man's looking at it, obviously it's down to systems. And if Mikel Arteta doesn't fancy him in that role because he doesn't think he's good enough, like technically or maybe stylistically, he doesn't think he suits, fair enough. But he's good enough to play at the top clubs in the league, bro. Do you know what I mean? So I don't really know. It's a bit weird.
Yeah, I find it very weird. Very, very weird. But it is what it is, man. This manager, listen, you can't say anything against him at the minute. He's top of the table. We bounced back, 5 goals, 5-star performance. Even Odegaard, he's now promotion guard. I've literally rattled everyone with that fan cam title. Scored against 3 promoted teams this season. Wasn't great again. Did all right. He actually completed 90 minutes for the 4th time in this season.
Okay.
Yeah, he actually finished the 90 minutes. He weren't actually too bad, to be fair. I think everyone on the pitch was pretty good, apart from Eddie when he came on and Vieira. Other than that, everyone played pretty well. But yeah, he finished 90 minutes. I think he's done it 4 times. 3 of them were in the first 4 games of the season. Yeah, and all 4 goals he scored this season have been against promoted teams, the 3 that came up. So yeah, promotion guard found his level again, man. But yeah. Oh, it's true.
Oh, promotion guard, bruv, just arriving late, bruv. You know like that.
Oh, it's true. Promotion guard. He scored against Fulham. He scored a brace against Bournemouth, and he scored against Forest.
That's funny, bro.
Let's see if he turns up against Chelsea at the weekend.
Yeah, not likely. But I hear you. I hear you. When he played against us, he was shit as well. But
exactly, bro.
Our manager put Christian Eriksen on him, bro, and Eriksen just marks him out the game. But
exactly, even when he scored against you the season before, yeah, he still gave a penalty away. He wiped Pogba out.
Oh yeah,
do you remember?
Oh my god, he's a weird player, you know, because it's like he on the eye, I like him, like he's tidy and that. But when I actually look at how productive he is, yeah, like he's just I don't know. He reminds me a bit like Kai Havertz, bro. Like they look nice on the eye, but it's like, bruv, over 36 games, what the fuck am I getting? Like, do you know what I mean? I'm getting a few great moments, and other than that, I just get a tidy player in it. Like, it's just, and meanwhile, James Maddison's playing for Leicester. You know that.
You know what I mean? But this is the thing. This is the thing, yeah. Whenever I sit there and say about Maddison, you've got an agenda against Odegaard. Yeah, I have. I've got an agenda against him because I've seen better players, mate. Yeah, I've seen better players for my club, yeah, than him. Yeah, and my agenda is to call out bullshit players and bullshit performances that are consistently bullshit. If he plays 6-7 games in a row, 10 games in a row, really great, like Xhaka has, I'm sitting there going, yo, Xhaka's our best player. In fact, that ain't even a debate. He's been our best player this season, and he's in the best form of his life. Yeah, but Odegaard's not. Yeah, but Odegaard surpassed Danny Welbeck at the weekend for big chances created this season. He went 1 ahead of Welbeck. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's 1 behind Pascal Gross on big chances created. Like, mate, I've got to show you.
I hate that stat though.
Mate, I've got to show you this stat. Yeah, this is hilarious. Let me see if I can find it. I've got it here somewhere. Is it this one? Yeah, this one. Look at this, bro. Yeah, 75 games. Overall, he scored 13 goals. That's 1 in 5. Yeah, 1 in 5.7. 9 assists. That's 1 in 8.3. Pre-assists. Yeah, this is how you know this player is not that great when they start finding pre-assists to make his stats look better.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Pass lead into direct shot 59. So that's less than 1 a game. Yeah. This is the funniest stat I've ever heard. Yeah, and I didn't even know it existed. Pass leading to X pre-assist. What does that fucking mean?
Bro, who is this waster, bro? Like tweeting this clock end H, bro. What a loser,
what is an
blood.
X pre-assist? And what is
man said the underlying numbers are insane. Please respect him. You see, when you need to start doing pre this and pre that and X pre's and that, fuck off, innit? Like, I'm sorry, I ain't even trying to see that. Man said X pre-assist, bro. Fuck
what
off,
is it?
man.
What is an expected pass leading to an expected pre-assist? What does that? How do you measure that? What is that?
Blood. I don't. No one cares. Like, what is that? You're a moron, bruv. Like, what is that? What the fuck, man? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's nonsense. Why can't we just watch the game and see what man does? Most of the time when you watch the game, you don't see
that, mate. Yeah, you're not allowed to do that, mate. You have to make out that your player's the best player because you come up with all these fake new metrics.
Passing before the expected pre-assist. What? So what? You mean he was on the pitch and he actually touched the ball? What a fucking surprise! Like, do you know what I mean? It's just like someone saying, "Oh yeah, he was involved in the goal, bruv. It was a 35 pass move. Of course he touched it. He was on the fucking pitch. Like, what do you expect him to do? Like that doesn't make sense, bro. Like expected pre-assist, bro. The
No,
numbers
no,
are
it's,
shit.
it's the pass leading to expected pre-assist. So is that the pre-assist? Like, how far back do you go with this? Like, when it's a team goal, like you said, yeah, does everyone get the pre-assist? Like, turn it in.
That's mad,
Yeah?
isn't it?
When you put pre-assist, expected. When you put a letter, yeah, X or A or T, XT, and all this. When you have to start playing around with letters like that, yeah, you know that player's not very good, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like real talk. Yeah, and you said this. You said a minute ago about Kai Havertz. These players, yeah, they look good because they're tidy on the ball. They very rarely give the ball away. Yeah, and they're cool under a little bit of pressure of being harassed and you know 2 or 3 men around them. Yeah, but when you want them to be fucking the driving force and start bursting through the midfield and start taking pop shots and start arriving in the box late
and affecting the game, bruv. Like
you don't see that.
They might not do it, bruv. Like this is just what it is, isn't it? These men are the guys, yeah. When you're in training, you're playing little 3v3s and in the squares and that keep ball. Yeah, sick. Love to have them on your team and that, but bruv, man trying to win games of football here. You know, like that. So I get it. Like it's nice to have these tidy players and stuff. And I love a tidy player. Like I love a tidy player. But if you ain't affecting the game, yeah, more often than not, no one cares, bruv. Expected pre-assist, bro. You know what I mean? That's why Sancho's getting cooked right now. Because he's a tidy player, but he's not affecting games, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. And until he starts affecting football matches, like man's always going to be under pressure, bro. Because that's what it's really about. Do you know what I mean? You can't pick and choose, yeah, when a player can affect games and when he can't, bro. They don't make no sense. More often than not, when I watch Odegaard play, he don't do nothing. That's it. That's it. More often than not, he does fuck all. Or you get a nice, like, receive the ball, play a little 5-yard pass, and everyone's creaming in their pants, bro. It's not that deep. Like, most Premier League footballers can do that.
Exactly. Like, if you can't pass a ball as a midfielder, then you shouldn't be playing. Like,
there you go.
And this is the thing. He has mastered the art, as well as Havertz and Sancho. They've mastered the art of looking effective on a football pitch without actually fucking doing anything.
That's it, bro.
Yeah. But when they do something, you think, fuck me, that was good. Like Sancho's goal against, was it Liverpool? Yeah, it was
crazy
Liverpool,
goal.
Yeah, that goal was sick. Yeah, but you want to see that every week now because you know he can do it.
And not just every week, you want to see it more often than not, in it. And that's just what it is, bro. But with him though, it's like if he was playing for you lot, he would absolutely cook in it. Like it's one of them ones. But it's the way we're playing right now, bro. Like, and the thing is, I watched a video of I watched a Tifo football video, and they were doing they were analyzing Man United and how well Ten Hag's done, yeah, because Ten Hag came in against Brentford and he tried to get Man United to play that that really like measured possession-based game, and we got smoked by Brentford because they just pressed us high in it, and we're not quite ready to play the way that he wants us to play in it. So because of that, we're playing a bit more direct, we're playing a bit deeper, and only now since Casemiro's come in, we're kind of starting to transition into more like what he wants. But a lot of the time when we're playing on the break or we're playing in transition, Sancho's not really as effective, bro. He needs to be on the ball a lot. He needs to have players around him, and he hasn't really had that. Even when I watch man's highlights, when he picks up the ball and he's dribbling at players and coming inside to link up to pass to people, there's no one there. They're running away from him and that. So it's kind of like in a team like Arsenal, he will cook, bro. I'm not gonna lie, but it's the way we're playing at the moment doesn't help him in it. But then he needs to adapt his game to what he's playing with and say, you know what? All right, cool. What I want to do, I can't do in it. So I just need to do something else. Right now, he's killing himself, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? He's killing himself, but he's such a good footballer, man. Like, he's such a good footballer. I'm not really worried long term about him, but I think he needs to sort his head out, bro. Because there's nothing wrong with his ability, but I just feel like his mentality, it almost seems like he's feeling a bit sorry for himself because
down in the dumps,
do you know what I mean? It looks like he's kind of feeling sorry for himself because he's picking up the ball. He's like ran, and he's like, "Oh, no one's helping me," and that. I get it, but just fucking do something. You just gotta be a bit of a bastard and say, you know what? If no one's gonna help me, I'm just gonna fucking do it myself, innit? Like sometimes you gotta have that attitude instead of just looking around for someone to blame and that. And I just feel like
that's why I like players like when we had Alexis Sanchez. Because Alexis Sanchez was playing with a bunch of fucking losers. Let's be real, yeah? Like most of them were shit.
Sanchez is the prime example of what I'm talking about. He used to pick up the ball, look around and say, you know what? Don't trust you, don't need you. I'll just do it myself. Like, and bruv, you need that attitude, innit? Like, Do you know what I mean? Sometimes I like players like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the
That's what
problem is
Zaha's like for Crystal Palace for a bit. Like, he used to pick up the ball, say, you know what?
Yeah,
Are
you
you
lot are
shit,
bums.
bruv?
I'm doing
Don't
it
need
myself.
him.
Mm.
That's it. Do you know what I mean? That's what you need. That's what you need. Be like, are you shit? Not giving it to him.
Most of these footballers now, they're little pansies, man, and they're so soft. Like, you know, if you have an arsehole that's a little bit cocky and arrogant on the pitch, sometimes that might go into the dressing room and they'll be like having a row. And why didn't you pass me the ball? Oh, well, I didn't trust you to shoot. So why am I going to pass it to you when I can shoot? But then all of a sudden that causes a little friction in the dressing room because they're all fucking babies nowadays. And all of a sudden they go crying to the manager that he's an issue. Yeah, like we see it with Bellerin. Alexis Sanchez wants to win and it can be too much. What? Like, and that's how it is, unfortunately. So when you've got a player like Sancho, yeah, Sancho's not even got the stature within the dressing room, I don't think, because of the length of time he's been there, plus his age.
Yeah, not yet.
Yeah, to be able to do that and say to players, "Oh, fucking come on, help me out. Like, you know, do something, give me something." But I don't think he's also got that arrogant side of him yet, where he can do it and pick up a ball, cut inside and slap one. He's more of a, well, I don't want to sky it out the stadium, so I'll pass it.
He is what you would call a good player in a good team, innit? That's what he is. He's not an individual. Like, he's not. Do you know what I mean? He plays for the team and he likes to do nice things, bounce the ball off, get it back. Do you know what I mean? Like, if he's through one-on-one, like, and there's someone square, he'll pass it. Like he's that kind of player, innit? But it's like, bruv, when you're playing in transition and you're isolated, you can't be that guy, bruv. Like, he ain't got the strength to hold the ball up and wait for people. He needs to just start fucking saying, you know what? Be a bit more like Rashford and just get my head down and just fucking run at people sometimes. Do you know what I mean? And that's just what it is. It's just a mentality thing with him, bruv. It's not even ability, man. Do you know what I mean? It's just that he's always looking for help. It's like sometimes you're the only person that can help, bruv. You know what I mean? You just got to do your own thing. So that's just what it is. Alexis is a perfect example of that. Do you know what I mean? Like, he would pass if a pass was on, but if it wasn't, he still won it and he'll try and go on his own, innit?
Yeah, mate, and they both play similar position as well. I know Alexis like floats.
Yes, that left side. Yeah,
it was that left forward side cutting in. Yeah, and mate, the amount of times I used to watch Alexis Sanchez and just be like, wow, like how do you do that? How have you run through 3 players? And the thing is, like, I'm going to watch him tonight because I'm going to watch the Marseille Spurs game. Yeah, I just want to see Alexis play football, play like that, man. Like, you ain't going to see many players.
Yeah, you got Marseille Spurs and you got fucking Napoli Liverpool. I don't know which one to watch, blood, because like, Spurs need to win, but then I think Liverpool, like, well, to be fair, like, Liverpool have to win like 4-0 to finish the top of the group. So they ain't finishing top of the group. But I kind of want to watch Liverpool get smoked.
You want them win 6-0 now?
Nah, bro. I want to see Liverpool get smoked, innit? Like, so I don't really know. But the Marseille Spurs is interesting, bro, because I think Spurs are going out tonight. So
I don't think they'll go out, but I don't think they'll win. Yeah, the worst they can finish is if they lose.
Yeah, they draw. They just have to draw to go through.
Finish third. I think they could finish third, but they could finish first as well. I think they'll go through, but it would be hilarious if they ended up in Europa League.
I think they're going to lose tonight.
It wouldn't surprise me. Listen, Marseille are very good at home, yeah, but
bruv, they see their fans with the fireworks, waking up the Tottenham players. Mate, at the Hilton.
Them French fans are fucking loopy. I can't lie, they're crazy,
bro,
mate.
They're nuts.
Which team was it that went and set their fucking training ground on fire a couple of seasons back in lockdown? Do you remember?
I think it might have been them, bro. And then the Sporting Lisbon one beat up the players.
Yeah, they beat up Bas Dost and that, innit? Like jumps on the coach at training ground and started punching the players up. Yeah. And then people have got the audacity to sit there and say I'm negative because I say it online. Like, come on, mate, I ain't turning up at the training ground.
Yeah. Beating up players.
But it'd be interesting because Doozy's in that team. I like watching Doozy, man. Quality football.
They got him.
Tavares. We've got 4 ex-Arsenal players in that team.
Fucking hell, bro. This is Arsenal v Spurs tonight.
I'm just waiting for Alexis. Yeah, I see his pre-match
interview
press conference. And they asked him what's it like? Is it extra motivation playing against Tottenham? He was like, listen, I love playing against Tottenham. Like it always meant something. Yeah, that's because you always used to score, mate. I remember we played against them. We had, I think we might have been Coquelin got sent off at White Hart Lane. Yeah, and we were losing the game when it was going into the last few minutes, and Alexis just picked the ball up, run through 4 players, man, just pinged it bottom corner. Then the final whistle blew. He ripped his fucking gloves off, fucking threw them up, and just volleyed his gloves into the crowd and stormed off down the tunnel. Yeah, because he was just looking at the rest of the fucking players thinking, you're shit. Like, literally, you are shit. Yeah, but even that was seen by our fans as always disrespectful. Look at him. He's fucking thrown his gloves and kicked them, and he don't care about his teammates. Didn't even come and clap the away fans, and it was like, bro, that guy was fucking sick. Arsenal fans, yeah, like sometimes they wind me up because it's like you do realize you were actually witnessing one of the best players we're going to see at our club. Like, do you not realize how good Alexis was?
In
Like,
terms of impact at football clubs, he's definitely one of the best players that I've seen in the Premier League. Easily.
Oh, fact. Yeah, fact.
Easily. In terms of impact, bro, in terms of like team on your back, like what Steven Gerrard done at Liverpool a few times. Like Alexis definitely done that at Arsenal, bro. Like team on his back, bro. Like one man fucking wrecking machine, bro. Like it was mad. It was actually
scored
mad.
in the cup semi, a cup quarter final, a cup semi, and a cup final, and then scored again in another cup semi and a cup final.
But that's why I was excited when we signed him, and then he just died. I don't know what the fuck, bro. He just died.
That quote where he came out and said, "Yeah, I signed for United and I wanted to leave first day."
Yeah, but he's after one training session. He was like, "Bruv, take me back." I hear that, but you know what it is?
What
Man United have been so disjointed, yeah, for so long, innit? This is the first time Man United have been a football team since like 2015. So because of that, it's kind of like, I understand why it didn't work out for Alexis, and that's what I'm saying about Sancho again, bro. It's like man need a cohesive unit around them. Do you know what I'm saying? And Man United are turning into one. Like Sancho will come good, like will come good at Man United because Man United will improve, innit? And when Man United improve, he'll look better, innit? And the same with Eden Hazard as well. Chelsea on his back, like Hazard and Sanchez in that era, that Premier League era. In that little 3-4 years, them two there, like, were literally had their teams on their backs, bro.
Yeah, ridiculous, mate. I remember when I think it was the season Leicester won the league and Tottenham were playing at Wembley, and Eden Hazard, maybe it was at the Bridge, I can't remember, but Eden Hazard's fucking goal that night.
What, when he ran past everyone, blood, and then sick
and then
goal.
slapped it off the bar. What a fucking goal! Yeah, and it was just like, no, you're taking the piss, yeah, but. There was the interview before where he said, I'm not going to let Tottenham win the league or something, because they were miles down, weren't they? I think they were like 8th that season or 10th or something, yeah? And he was like, no, we're not letting Tottenham win the league. Yeah, and he went out there. But this is how good that player was. And this is why I get frustrated with Hazard, especially, because that guy had all the ability to be the best player in the world. Yeah,
it's attitude. I had this conversation on my channel. When did I have this conversation? I was talking about Luke Shaw during Man United's last game. Luke Shaw's ability is not the reason why he's not one of the best left backs in the world. It's his attitude. It's the same with Eden Hazard. Like Eden Hazard, in terms of natural ability, is one of the best footballers that's played in the Premier League. Like, no disputing, bro. Like, he's probably, in terms of natural ability, I'd even put him ahead of Ronaldo.
Oh, he was class, mate.
I'd even put him ahead of Ronaldo.
Hazard and Sanchez. Man said, settle it. Bro, it ain't a debate for me. Sanchez, he was playing in a shit team. Yeah, Eden Hazard was the best player in a very, very good team.
Yeah, I think what Sanchez did was more impressive because of the players he had with him, but I think Hazard was the better player. But I think in terms of ability, like Eden Hazard, literally, I think he was better than Ronaldo, bro. Like, honestly, like in terms of just pure ability. I'm not talking about work rate, attitude. I'm talking about give this fucker the ball. You're not getting it, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Pick up the ball halfway line.
It's not like he was 6 foot and fucking stocky. And he was just a naturally gifted footballer, man.
If he felt like it, he'll pick up the ball on the edge of his own box, yeah, take on everyone and score. Like, there's not many players in the history of the Premier League, probably only Thierry Henry, that could do that.
Mate, do you remember the goal he scored against us where Coquelin was spinning around? Where he
spun him around, bro, and then off balance my man and then finish, bro. Eden Hazard was crazy, but he didn't give a shit, bro. You know the ones. Eden Hazard looks like the kind of guy don't train well. I don't know. Chelsea fans, if you're in the chat, let me know. Because Tevez was the same. People used to say that Tevez never used to run in training, bro. He used to save everything for match days. He didn't even tie his laces. Man used to train with his laces undone, bro. He did not train properly. And then on Sunday, he would run himself into the floor, bro. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it was. Them guys didn't rate training because it's just like, what's the point, bro? Like, I'm training just so I can
I'm already great.
That's it. They're like, bro, I'm training so I can get picked on Sunday. That's it.
And then on Sunday, teach me about football, kicking the ball. What do you know about kicking the ball? I can kick
it Sunday, Tevez used to run himself into the floor, chase everything. Absolute dog.
We said this the other day, yeah. When Tevez went to Man City and you lot fucked up and didn't sign him, yeah. right? That guy, every single club, West Ham, fucking Man United and Man City, every single club, that guy fucking run his nuts off on the weekend.
Yeah.
And he probably did the most mileage out of any player in the team every week.
Yeah, and he was centre forward. He was chasing back, winning the ball into the channels, everything, bro. And then during the week, doing nothing.
Scored goals as well, man. Loads of goals as well. Won titles. He was a sick footballer, Tevez, man. Proper sick footballer. But this is the thing, like you wouldn't be able to get away with doing that now. Yeah, you'd be a problem in the training camp now. Oh, why comes he's allowed to get away with not coming training? Yeah, it'd be bombed out the club, like it'd be gone. Yeah, they wouldn't be able to do that anymore. Eden Hazard, if he played now, yeah, people would be going, yeah, he's shit. Yeah, he only turns up once every month. Like, do you know what I mean? They would. Like, this is. I genuinely didn't rate the fact that he used to do that, because when he fancied it and he wanted it, he could have been the best player in the world, mate. Real talk. Yeah, he could have been better than Messi and fucking Ronaldo at some point. Yeah, right
up there.
He genuinely could have been. Yeah. I'm not saying he's better than Messi because he ain't, but he had the ability to.
He could have given them a run for their money though. Like in terms of,
but this is why I
like Ballon d'Or top 3, bro. Like Eden Hazard could have done that. He could have done what Griezmann done, what Bale done. Do you know what I mean? And pushed them guys, but he didn't. He didn't want to, bro.
But that's why I don't rate him. Yeah, I rate him in terms of ability and everything, but the mentality was missing. And and he was lucky and very fortunate that he played for Chelsea. Yeah, and they were a very good team because he didn't have to be great every week.
Yeah.
Literally didn't have to be great every week. If he played for Arsenal and put in the performances he did at Chelsea on a consistent basis, turn up once a month,
cooked, bruv.
He would have been absolutely destroyed. And he was lucky that he had a good team around him, yeah, because it saved him from getting a beating. But then when he did step up, he was just a fucking joke. Like, and this is why players like that piss me off, because it's like you've got all the talent, all the natural ability, but you just ain't got the heart to fucking kick on. Like, if he really, really wanted to, yeah, he could have won a Ballon d'Or, in my opinion. Like, he could have been.
And if not won one, he could have got fucking close, bruv. 100%. Because when you're looking at football now and you're seeing like Mane and these guys getting into the top 3 of the Ballon d'Or and that, nowhere near fucking Eden Hazard.
Exactly. Well, the chat might know because there's quite a few Chelsea in here. What's the highest he finished in the Ballon d'Or? Did he ever finish in the top 5, top 10, anything like that? I can't remember. But big up to everybody in this. Smash the likes up, people. There's over 1,000 of you in here. Rance's channel link is in the title. The Twitch is in the chat as well. I want to read this comment out real quick. Are Manchester United back? Depends where they're back to.
What do you mean back? In terms of what? Back as in finally on an upward trajectory? Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're back in that terms, but we're not back in terms of how can we be back, bro? This is a team that I've seen win the Champions League, win the treble, and that. We're not back, but we're going in the right direction. We're on the way back. We're not back until we win the Premier League or till we win the Champions League. Like, then that's back. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's a long place. It's a long way to go back to because we were at the pinnacle of football, bro. Do you know what I mean? So we can't be back until we get back to the pinnacle of football, bro. But, no, I mean, we are to be taken seriously again.
Or at least
it's been a long time.
Yeah, it's not easy to win a league against City, but
it's not easy to win a league. But we have to be pushing them. We have to be pushing them the way Liverpool pushed them. You know what I mean?
And that's a great point because Liverpool have not spent anywhere near what both of our clubs have spent. So how is it possible that Liverpool have competed for the last 4 or 5 Premier League titles? Yeah, and for the major honours in Champions League, 3 finals in Champions League, 1 Europa League final, 2 League Cup finals, and an FA Cup final. Yeah, missed out on the league by 1 point twice. Like, or 1 point. Yeah, it was 1 point twice. Yeah,
it was 1 point twice. Yeah.
Yeah, last season and then the 100-point season, they got 99 or 97 and 98 or something, or whatever it was. Yeah, how is it possible when they have a fraction of the money that both of our clubs have spent? It's possible because they had a fucking proper manager, yeah, who fucking knew what he was doing,
and they recruited well.
Yeah, and he put together a system that was very hard to play against. Yeah, it's not rocket science. You can compete. Atletico Madrid have broken the domination of the 2 biggest clubs in world football. Yeah, this season they're shit. Yeah, but from 2012 onwards, Simeone has fucking made massive waves in that league by breaking up that domination to the point where he done a double in 14, winning the league at fucking Barcelona and the cup at Madrid's ground at Bernabeu. Yeah. They hadn't won in 25 appearances against Real Madrid at the Bernabeu, and they went and won the fucking Copa del Rey there and then won the league at Barcelona's ground same season. So you can do it on a fraction of the budget. You just have to have a system and the determination, and not sit there thinking, licking your wounds, going, oh, we can't compete with oil money. Yeah, and that is the big mistake that Klopp's making now, is he's fucking coming out with excuses because he knows that they're finished. Yeah, and he's
Yeah,
coming
but the
out
mad
with,
thing
we
is
can't
though,
compete.
it's like when Liverpool were competing and they were winning and they were doing that, they weren't complaining, bro. Like that's the thing with Klopp. See, this is my thing. It's like when you was doing bits, you weren't talking about Man City's money, so you can't talk about it now because they've always had that money, bro. When you came into the league, they had money. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like it's a bit in poor taste, isn't it, from Klopp? But to be fair to Klopp, he's been a crying bastard every single year he's been here, like no matter what, innit? So it's not like it's not like he's salty. He's been like this anyway. He's always looking for an excuse. He's always looking for someone to blame. That's him. Do you know what I mean? So what can you say, innit, bro? Like I don't like Jurgen Klopp. I don't like him. I think he's a great manager. He's a good manager, but I don't like him, innit? Like it's just one of them ones. I just think that it's always someone else's fault, and because he's got this image, the media just like him, innit? The media just like him. Like Jurgen Klopp, like I think the night when Liverpool lost the Champions League final, he was out having drinks with the fans and that. And like the English media just like Klopp. So when he gets things wrong, they'll never put pressure on him. They'll never say nothing. They've just decided they like him, innit? And it is what it is, bro. Like when Man United get managers, they hate them.
When he was nearly crying the other day doing an interview with Swedish TV or something, I think Sport Bible put out, oh, this will break your heart. It's really emotional from Jurgen Klopp. All the comments on it were, no, this is fucking hilarious.
That's it. That's what I mean. The media always feeling sorry for this guy. It's like, bro.
If that was Jose, they'd be going, he's finished, get him out, get rid.
It. They'd have been like, oh, you know what? Jose's cracking up now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, has Jose lost it?
Yeah, has Jose completely lost the plot? Is this the end for Jose?
With Klopp, it's like, oh, this is so sad. Fuck off, man. Do you know what I mean? This guy blames the weather and shit after games and that. And mate, the grass was too long and that.
Yeah, the sky was too blue. Do you know what I mean?
Man said the grass was too long and they didn't want to play football and that. They wouldn't let us batter them. Bro, they wouldn't let us batter them.
He would be the perfect Arsenal manager. Excuse FC. He would be fucking perfect for Arsenal manager. But listen, we are going to wrap this up, guys. Vance has got a show coming up. What you got, man? What are you doing?
Yeah, we're live with Louis straight after this. 6 till 7, and then I'm gonna do a Champions League watch along from what time is the game? Is it 7:45 or 8?
I think they're all 8 o'clockers.
So I'll have a show. Yes, I'll have a show with Louis 6 till 7, and then I'll be live from 7:30 again for the Champions League, bro. That's me tonight. And then basketball, Bulls Nets later on 11:30. So yeah, we're busy tonight.
Yeah, man. The link is in the chat for Rance's Twitch, so make sure you go and follow him over there now. He's going live now. The YouTube channel link is in the title. I'm done and dusted for the day. I'm going to go and sit and watch Marseille against Tottenham and have a little look at Alexis and reminisce. And I'll be back again tomorrow. Not sure what time yet, but I'll keep you posted. Make sure you follow all the links in the description as well. TikTok, Insta, all of that. And we're out of here, people. Arteta out.